Marcus, this was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. DC. Central West. 10.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Good move by Gurley. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third and short yardage, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10. Down at the 33. Jameis again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Goff on first down. Going up top for Kupp. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
49, check 49, check 49. Switch, let's go. Return the play.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready, black 22.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Ready, 125. Side way, right way. Watch the curl.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides or that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Jameis now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. To throw is gone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Hey, we could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
But the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running it.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. Winston now. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Winston, eluding the pressure right. Looking down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. Blue way. Green, come with me. Let's go, D.
To the air again with Winston. They'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now it's Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Got 180. 45. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his his own 6-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Winston. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. Deep. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Victory formation now for